Alright, hi guys. Today we're going to talk about how to tie the perfection loop. It's a very simple loop knot, very strong, very easy to tie, very quick to tie. I like it for a lot of different purposes. Almost everybody out there has fished with one, even if they don't know it. Almost every pre-tied snell hook comes, that is the little loop at the tip of it. It's great for doing snelled hook. It's also great for putting a sinker on the bottom of your rig, like if you're tying a top and bottom rig. Or it's also even a good knot to tie your hook to if you want to give like a live bait some freedom to swim. Today I'm going to be tying it in 60-pound high vis, just so you can see it better, but I've tied this probably as weak as about 8 pounds, and I've tied it right up to like probably 100 or at least 130. I'm going to take about an 8-inch tag end. We're going to make a small loop. We're going to bring it behind our finger and pull it pretty tight. We're going to take the remaining strand, wrap it completely around the loop. Then we're going to put it across. Take the big loop, put it through the little loop, and pull to tighten. That's a pretty big one, but they're easier to tie as you're learning them big, and then you can shrink them down as we go into it. This is also a great knot for attaching a hook to your leader if you're fishing a live bait and you don't have a ringed hook, or you want that bait to have some freedom to move on your leader. So in this case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit longer piece to start. I'm going to bring my fingers behind it, same thing, start with that loop, and at this point I'm going to slide my hook on the line. I'm going to then continue the knot with the hook hanging on the second loop. Bring it across. Now at this point I'm going to take the hook and bring it right through the first loop, pull it out. Now I don't want my loop obviously to be that big, that bait will get all tangled up, it'll get the hook fouled over, but if I take one of my leading legs, I can push it up through, make that loop nice and small, and pull the tag end out on it. If I want even smaller, I can even do it again. And I can make that loop really nice and tight and small. And now I have a nice free swinging hook where that live bait can get a full range of motion, but the loop's nice and tight on it so it really can't swing around and get caught. The last place this knot is very handy is if you're tying up a bunch of pre-snelled hooks. We do this a lot in the Northeast for blackfish, porgies, sea bass. Down south you might do it for something like snapper, grunts, things of that nature. So in this case I already have a snelled hook here, and I want to put a loop on this end where I'm going to connect it to my main line or my swivel or whatever I'm going to use. So same thing. Make a loop behind, bring the tag end around and cross it, bring the tag in between the two loops. I'm going to pass the bigger or the second loop through the smaller loop. Same thing, I can make this knot as big or as small as I want it. If I want it nice and tight, I'm going to push that leg up, pull it down. And then the easy thing here, since my hook's already snelled, I just hook the hook onto it to pull it tight. And that is your basic snell hook with perfection loop at the top. Like I said, it's a relatively easy knot to tie. It's strong, it's good for a whole bunch of different situations. I actually think it's probably one of the 5 most important knots to know if you're generally inshore fishing. And yeah, hope you learned something today. Thank you.